Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is David Paulides, and for the Mystery Rift community, we're diving into a very important segment today. The letters, you might think they're just emails, but these are the veins of the missing 411 research. They give us the context, the insight, and sometimes the sheer human weight of the world we're exploring. Today, I have to be very candid. The stories we cover often touch the darkest, most unfathomable parts of the human experience, the true abyss. Before we get to the cryptic patterns and the strange disappearances, I opened a letter that ripped right into my soul. A family member was at a breaking point, grappling with profound mental health issues, lost at a crossroads, desperate for an idea, a direction. It tears at me to think that so many people are dealing with this in a vacuum. The silent scream. The mental health systems globally are, frankly, horrible. We lack guidance. We lack support. And yet, this is one of the most complex, soul-crushing issues a person can ever face. It's an invisible force pulling families apart. I sat there, writing back, thinking about how meaningless some of our daily pursuits can feel when someone else is fighting for the very survival of their loved one. The fight for light. I prayed for them. And then the very next email I opened changed the atmosphere instantly. It was extraordinary. It involves a man in Australia named Richie, who has since passed away. The article was titled, "How This Man Saved 160 People from Suicide." That's the official estimate. His family says it could be closer to 400 lives pulled back from the edge of the void. Don lived near a location called The Gap in Sydney, Australia, an ocean cliff that, tragically, had become infamous as a suicide spot, a place where hope was abandoned every year. People would walk up to that edge, looking at the waves below, lost in their own abyss, wondering if they would make the final, fateful jump. Don's simple, powerful approach. He'd walk up, smile, and simply say, "Why don't you just come with me and have a cup of tea?" No judgment, no prying, just humanity. He did this for almost 50 years. He was, quite simply, a saint walking among us, a light against the shadows. He accepted the losses, but he put himself out there to be that one voice of sincerity and kindness. It doesn't cost anything to smile, to say hello, to ask, "Can I help you with something?" That simple choice can be the anchor that saves a life. We need more Don Richies in this world. Sincerity, empathy, that human touch. He understood the hidden battle raging inside. Now, let's pivot back to the unexplained, because these next letters tie into the missing 411 phenomenon. And perhaps they hint at the energy signature of the very thing that may cause both immense human pain and inexplicable disappearances. This first letter is from a man in Washington State, describing a childhood experience. In 1980, he writes, "We had just moved into an old house in Alderwood Manor. I was in my upstairs bedroom, and I saw a movement. I looked up at the wall, and I saw what I knew to be a caveman." He describes it as stocky, covered in heavy gray-brown fur, moving with a horrifyingly slumped posture. But here's the key, the detail that chills me. It was walking into the wall on his left and exiting through the wall on his right. An infinite loop in solid matter. When he screamed, this thing paused halfway through the wall, turned its huge sloped head, and let him know it saw him. It was aware, it knew it was being watched from our side of reality. This viewer tied his story directly to our portal theory. Why? Because we have this concept suggested by many of you that certain missing people may be passing through an energetic doorway, a rift in our dimension. Could this caveman have been a residual image, a creature caught in a temporal or spatial loop, a glitch in the dimensional fabric itself? It vanished the moment his parents' normal grounding presence entered the room. The letters continued to weave this strange tapestry, hinting at subtle connections to the Earth's hidden power grid. Another viewer wrote about his grandfather, a master of dowsing, finding water, pipes, or power lines underground. He could tell the direction of the flow and the depth with just a pair of simple rods. This ancient, almost psychic connection to the Earth's energy grid, to hidden flows. It's another layer to our mystery. It suggests the Earth has lines of force we cannot see. Then, a crucial observation linking two massive phenomena, barefoot missing victims and animals. The sentinel creatures of the woods. A viewer mentioned the high correlation of victims in missing 411 cases being found without their shoes or socks. They suggested grounding that a barefoot person, without the insulation of rubber soles, may be more easily pulled through a portal or energetic anomaly, becoming tethered to the Earth's raw power. Another letter cited an account where a repairman, before entering a yard with snarling watchdogs, removed a shoe and threw it in first. The dog sniffed the shoe and immediately acquiesced. They became docile. The repairman claimed dogs can read your intentions by smelling your feet. Now, combine these two ideas. If grounding increases the susceptibility to a dimensional shift, and if our feet carry a unique energetic signature, what happens when a dog, a creature acutely sensitive to the paranormal, encounters a shoeless person whose life force or intention is being actively disrupted by an unseen phenomenon? It's a chilling correlation that screams of subtle manipulation. This brings us to the final, most chilling synthesis from the letters today. The correlation between Bigfoot sightings, UFOs, and missing 411. Are they all working together? Part of a directive. The writer asked, why are the few remaining Bigfoot specimens observed in the same time and location as these incredibly advanced alien craft? It seems statistically impossible unless it's intentional. My hypothesis, fueled by abductee accounts, is this. The entities behind the UFO phenomenon are utilizing these multidimensional creatures, the Sasquatch, as a form of territorial operative. They are dropped off to secure, observe, or even manipulate certain low population, high energy areas that coincidentally correlate with the cluster sites of missing 411. They are field researchers, perhaps even guards. Abductees have claimed seeing a Bigfoot-type creature on the craft with the aliens. And the aliens were clearly directing it. It was subservient. This is not a commingling of species. It is a clear chain of command. This suggests that the missing 411 phenomenon is not random. It is guided, purposeful, and involves entities that can breach our reality, using biological or transdimensional agents to achieve their unknown goals. So, what ties these threads together? The profound human pain, the unbelievable kindness of Don Richie, the creature walking through a wall, the power of dowsing, the barefoot victims, and the potential alien Bigfoot directive. It's the presence of an energy rift, a portal that not only allows interdimensional or extraterrestrial entities to operate, but also impacts the very energy field of humans. Our emotional stability. Think about it. Extreme depression, that gut-wrenching pain, often feels like a rift in your own reality. And kindness, like Don Richie's, is the only force capable of bridging that gap. What if that energetic rift, the mechanism behind the missing 411 cases, also has a secondary effect on the human mind, causing disorientation, irrational behavior, or even a sudden, overwhelming, depressive impulse that leads to fatal decisions or simply walking away into the unknown? We need to be the anchor for each other, the Don Richies, because whether it's a mental abyss or a literal interdimensional abyss, people are lost, sometimes by choice, sometimes by force. The letters are more than just letters. They are clues. They are compassion, and I want to thank the villagers, our community, for being a safe harbor for these ideas. You are super smart people with invaluable insight into the things the experts dismiss. If you are not a subscriber, please hit that button. We have a lot of research coming up. Review the films, check the data. We'll keep digging into this mystery together. Be patient with us. Keep the letters coming. And most importantly, be kind. It costs nothing. Until next time, this is David Paulides for Mystery Rift. Stay vigilant.